it's Kieren from the Stiffs, and today we're looking at 5 low profile base locations. I've decided to do this mainly due to the I guess recent success of the last Ark video. You can check that out in the description. But yeah, I thought I'd hopefully keep the ball rolling, because really happy with the feedback. So we're talking about 5 low profile base locations here. I'd like to think that as we're doing these locations on the island, everyone knows the island pretty well, so these locations are hopefully going to come as a surprise to most of you. But yeah, let's get on with the video. So the first location here, you can see redwood, green ob, herb somewhere over there, can't really see, and we've got a little metal hill. We're at 72.4, 46.0. So if we head down, it speaks for itself really. This whole place, as you can see, let's just get rid of this dillo. This whole place is pretty dark. You can tell by the side, the trunks of the trees on Ark. Trees with these kind of trunks, these thick trunks, always provide a lovely bit of shelter. So it's crucial that you do not take down any of these trees, and you do not take down these rocks. Personally, I like the big rocks on Ark. They cover your base pretty well, especially from the sort of someone looking at your base from the ground. Now, before I reveal the base design, I just want to say that these bases are aimed at people, maybe solo players or maybe 2-man tribes, very, very small tribes, or starter bases. So people who say they join a server late, you want to start a base so that you can get your resources going, get some turrets made, etc., get the levels before you move out properly. So for example, this base that you're about to see is it's quite small. It's got a few turrets on, but you know, it's nothing, it's not unraidable, put it that way. If we just have a quick look around, get around this tree, you can see I've painted it green, and you can see I've used catwalks on the turrets, which I'm not too sure about, to be honest. Don't focus on the turret placement, because the thing that keeps you safe in these kind of situations is not your defenses, it's the actual location. The whole point of this base is to not be seen, so worrying about turrets in a base like this is not essential, because first of all, if someone walks by and they get shot by something, then that's giving away your position, and second of all, the whole point of this location is that people don't find you, so they shouldn't need to, your turrets shouldn't need to be used. Now if you have a look around, you can see that the base is just, especially from above, you just can't see anything. So yeah, for example, you could do plenty of things to improve the base. You could layer out more turrets, plant species X, spike walls, you could double the walls, triple layer the walls, etc, etc. But like I said before, these are for people who are trying to get a starter base, or a solo player who's trying to lay low. So it's the location, and it's about building efficiently. Like personally, I would build like a 2x3 or something, but I just wanted to sort of show you guys the potential size that you could really reach with still being completely hidden. I mean, from all angles this base is not going to be seen unless someone's wandering through a forest, but I mean that's so unlikely, especially the location. But yeah, having a look inside, you see I've got all the basics. You got the fabricator, you got forges, smithy, generator, setting up the turrets, plenty of storage boxes, a bed. I thought I'd put a bed here. Let me just lovely inventory there. Yeah, so we got a bed, we got the mortar and pestles. I mean, for a starter base, you got everything you need. Internal design of the base is obviously up to you. I mean, the whole point of this is not to showcase my base designing skills, because honestly, most of the time I leave that to other members of my tribe. But like I said, it's all about the location. This video is all about bases that are going to keep you safe, because people can't find you. The green really helps, because metal has a lot of glare, especially in daytime. So the green just, I mean, every colour on metal does have a bit of a glare, but it can just about get rid of it enough. And finally, I was thinking you might be worrying about tame storage. Again, low tribes, small tribes, the chances are you're probably using this on a player dedicated server if you're going for official, I mean, and you're solo, or yeah, it's just good luck with that. If you're worrying about Pterandon storage, that's kind of the only real tames you have on high boosted player dedicated servers. Just whack it under the base. You can store a few of them, maybe a frog, maybe something else, just to get you going until you want to move out. Like if I wanted to, I would put spike walls here, but it's just to stay hidden. the wall itself will stop wild dinos getting in, so you'll be totally fine, unless of course some raging dodo comes in or something. But okay, so the second location, this one is quite nearby, 80.6, 52.5. We're in the south again. You can see there's a little metal hill where the other base was. There's Green Orb, and there's Herb somewhere over there, can't see because of the glare. But yeah, I mean, first of all, the main benefit of these two locations I've already given you is the fact that they're by metal and they're in the south, they're safe. A little bit of story time. I used to play solo on official server 318, so if anyone wants to go there and wipe the server, I'd appreciate that. Nevertheless, if we fly down here, this spot is quite a bit less hidden, however somehow it still works quite well. And I'd like to point out that this is a tried and tested location. I lived on official server 318 solo for quite a while in this spot, just by this rock, and I was never found. Even though there's quite a bit of exposure to sunlight, this spot works well. But like I said, this was me playing solo, so this base would be a little bit different to the last one you saw. It was mainly to stay low, get some resources out before I'm ready to sort of transfer tames to another server, etc, etc. Also, this bit here is quite nice, tucked against the cliff, as you can see, but it's a bit more exposed than I'd like. But yeah, on with the build, and we're back for the base reveal. There it is. Look at that beauty. So yeah, it's a 2x1, and you might be quite unimpressed, but like I said, it was a solo base. And I'm trying to sort of build for the location. If I were to build bigger, then it wouldn't really suit the location. I get found quite easily. Also had a slight issue. I got a bit carried away barrel rolling, and I knocked down the tree next to it. So yes, it's a little base with a skinny tree. It looks pretty pathetic right now. Please don't judge, but I'll show you what it looks like from the skies in a minute to kind of prove my point still, even though just by having one skinny tree, it looks pretty pathetic right now. That it can still be hidden. So yeah, let's have a look in here. Storage boxes, more on pestles, and refining forges. Ideally I'd like the smithy on the ground floor, but for some reason it wouldn't let me place it. If we go along here, I just got sleep bags on the side. I mean, from personal experience, I didn't need a bed, took up too much room. Climb up the outside ladder, save space, trapdoor. Oh, apparently I didn't paint this. Okay, can't have that, can we? But yeah, we've got smithy and more storage boxes. Well, it's a storage box, just to add to storage. But yeah, I can imagine after, I think the first base location was pretty insane. So you might be a little bit underwhelmed by this, at least underwhelmed by the base, but it's for, this one's pretty much solo players only. You won't get caught if you play safe. I mean, don't use a torch, don't knock down the trees, don't knock down the rocks, you know. It comes with a lot of common sense on Ark, and believe it or not, a lot of people don't have it. But yeah, if you go around this rock, I'll use this as tame storage because I've got a feeling people might be wondering. So yeah, I connected spike walls from this rock to this tree and then to the cliff, and I stored Carno, a frog, trike, and a bird, something like that. You know, just the basics to get you your resources. So if we fly out through here, the main sort of exposure spot. So if you look down in the general direction, you can't see anything. See, there's a massive hole in the, look at that, it's totally exposed, yet you still can't see anything. When I was living here, I used to sit in my little 2x1 watching wyverns fly over. Absolutely scared stiff, but it works. I mean, look at this. I'm looking practically straight down on it, yet it's just, you just can't see anything. You can sort of see it there if you look hard enough, but mate, no one's going to see you. It takes a lot, like I said, it takes a lot of common sense though on Ark. If there's an alpha tribe living nearby, if there's a base, like if there's an alpha tribe living on this cliff here, for example, you don't go build opposite from them, you know. Low profile base locations work to a certain extent. You've obviously got to use them practically. Anyway, location 3, 77.1, 54.4. 77.1, 54.4 for location 3. There's Green Orb again, as you can see her over there that time. And you can see red there and the little metal hill. So yes, we're in another nearby location. And you can see below me there's dense forest, so there's a little bit of a theme going on here. I promise this is the last location for the South Zone, but you should be thankful. South Zone's safe, it's got metal, it's got a cave, so it's got obsidian, it's also got crystal. And yeah, it's just an easy location to get to. Now, a little bit of story time again. This base is where me and the Stiffs, my current tribe, used to live on official server. I think it was 481 or 418. So yeah, you guys are also welcome to go to them servers. And wipe a tribe called Mongolians. Yeah, that'd be great. Anyway, so yeah, dense forest below me. You can't see the ground from it, but yeah, let's fly straight down to the location. Show you guys what it looked like before I build. Yeah, so here behind this lovely rock, big rocks like this, the absolute dream. Yeah, I mean, look, we're in the shade, so you know that's good to go anyway. Have a little look around. This it looks a bit exposed here, but I'll let the evidence speak to itself in a minute. This bit here is where I used to store the tames as well. Still nice and sheltered. Just a bit of spike walls up. No wild dinos are going to get in unless the Ark, lovely Ark, does some of its good old glitches. But yeah, if you fly out here, sort of get your bearings with the location. Just off from the river, you got the cave to my left. Yeah, like I said, this is a very mainstream spot. It's nice and safe. A lot of people know this area, so you know, you're welcome. Time for the base reveal. Voila! Did catwalks again. Kind of getting put off catwalks in a hidden base location. Admittedly, I could add more turrets, but I didn't see the point for now because you know this is trying to showcase the location and what kind of size base you can get with the location. So you guys can maybe, if you want to try out, get an idea. Say if you're solo, this location might be a bit big for you. If you're a 2-3 man tribe, it'll work pretty well. It's been painted green again. All of these will be painted green because, like I said, it hides, it reduces glare. Now, if we have a quick look inside, nice and space efficient again. We've got a generator, a fabricator, a nice amount of storage boxes, a bed, smithies, pestles around the back, which you can all access, and refining forges. So yeah, you've got the basics, enough to get you to a decent stage. If we, you don't really need to see the roof, but got a ladder on the outside to save space again. But yeah, if we have a look at it from the outside, so I can really show you guys how this will hide you from the Alpha tribe. If you imagine, I'm just a dude, I'm flying over, I'm looking for a new tribe, I'm looking for someone to raid, I'm looking down, and I can't see anything. I mean, really guys, the advice I'm giving you right now, it's criminal. You know, why haven't you hit the like button? Why? And like I said, these are tried and tested methods. I lived with here on my tribe on, I can't remember, 481 or 418 for a very long time. The only reason we got caught is because a new person joined our tribe and he spawned in, and you know that wonderful rock I was just showing you, he said, oh, this has got to go, knocks it down, we get found. That is how crucial your environment is on this game. You stuff around your base like that, if you're trying to build low profile, you just don't knock down. But yeah, get your bearings. If you fly from the river and just fly straight, hug the cliff, and voila, there's the base. I mean, I just showed you it from pretty much all angles. People do not see you here. Like I said, it might not be necessary to use turrets. We didn't at the time. We had a couple plants up just in case. We are at 63.3, 78.7 for location 4. Now if we just have a quick look around, there's green. So we've gone a bit further away, there's a herb. Let's have a little bit look in orbit. I think this one's a little bit more possibly well known because it's quite popular to build on this sort of hill. Tree covered hill. But yeah, if we fly straight down so I can show you guys the location, and we got a nice little flat ledge here in the shade, trees, bushes, not that dreamy rock, but we'll have to deal with it. Ready for the base reveal. And there we go. This one I decided to take the catwalks off, and you know what? I think it looks better. Look at that. It fits in really nicely in between those trees, and it's a decent sized base. This is my favourite size kind of base, to be honest. But yeah, having a look at it, I think it looks a lot more subtle without catwalks. Have a look inside. Forges, smithy, mortar and pestles, bed, generator, fabricator there you can access just by walking down the side, and storage boxes. So, you know, we've got everything. Let's have a look at it from the outside to show you guys how subtle it can be. Look at that, it's already gone. You already can't see it. No one is going to be flying that close. Look at that. If you're looking for a base, you're scouting, you fly relatively high. You could fly low if you could be bothered, but look at that. I have no idea where the base is. Look at that. Just flying around in a nice circle, and I just can't even, you can't pick it out. There you go, slightly there. But I mean, that just kind of proves my point. No one's going to see that. And the final base location, 40.4, 83.7. This location, it's time for some more storytelling. This was the first base location I ever had on official. It was 318 again. Me and my tribe mates. This was the first time we ever played, so we tried on 318, and then I came back later, about a year later, to try solo. But yeah, if we fly straight down, this location is wonderful. Look at this, it's flat, it's covered by trees, there's plenty of rocks, there's plenty of bushes. You're also right at the bottom of the northeast mountain, so you've got plenty of metal, obsidian, crystal, all the essentials. And this place is flat and it's spacious. It's covered by trees, yet it's still spacious. So let's get to the base reveal. And here we are. I did build this quite messily, admittedly, but like I said, it's all about the location as opposed to the base. This base was pretty big as well. This is why I think you guys are going to appreciate this one quite a lot, because it's hidden and it's big. This you could do quite a decent sized tribe. If for example, if you wanted to live here, you build here, build a base this size, and then you expand it, and then you can show yourself to the rest of the server. Look at that, I even put a dino gate. You got tame storage on the bottom. I tucked a little bed under the ramp, and then if you come up here, loads of mini storage boxes with a shelf of forges, fabricator, generator, smithy, and mortar and pestles. I mean, what more could you want? This base is pretty good. And this one's even got interior tame storage, so you know, there's literally nothing more you could want with a low profile base. But yeah, let's have a look at it from a distance. Just get a nice little cruise around. Even from close up, it's a pain to see. But yeah, if we fly up, looking straight down, it's gone. It's gone. I'm already out. Once I'm out of the tree layer, it's totally gone. This one truly speaks for itself. I mean, there's not really an angle that I can expose it in any way. Yeah, the only time where you can slightly see it is just from this close. I mean, it's still tucked behind just branches and rocks. It's great. Why haven't you liked this video? I really hope you found those base locations helpful. I put a lot of effort into trying to find them. Obviously, some of them are tried and tested, so I know from personal experience that they work. Some of them is just me purely looking around, seeing what I can find. I'd like to think that not a lot of other YouTubers know base locations like that, since the island itself has been pretty well explored. So I'd really appreciate it if you gave a like, maybe a subscribe. I said before, these are all about the locations, and with that comes a lot of common sense. So with base locations like this, you don't want to be giving away position by lighting torches, campfires. You do that stuff in the day. At night, unfortunately, you've got to live with the fact that the Ark brightness system is atrocious. And for example, don't get big tames. If there's one thing that bugs me on Ark, is the fact that people, they prioritise size before defences. They go and they tame a Bronto, they tame a Rex, whatever. They build a massive base and they can't defend it. These bases are ideal because of their size and the fact that you can only store tames like Pteranodons, Doedicurus, Anki, Frog, etc, etc. Don't go knocking down trees, picking bushes, mining rocks. You do all that a good distance away from your base, because you don't want to be giving anyone any reason to start looking for your base. If you want to check out our other Ark videos, we release a PvP server series on Tuesdays called RealArkWorld. Check it out.